We define ourselves and our lives through experiences. It is no surprise that sometimes the negative ones linger on as residual reminders of where we've been and the lessons we hopefully have learned. Negativity is all around us. We see it in the various media outlets, in our video games, and around our favorite social platforms. It's hard to escape sometimes, but there are those who, despite the tension and looming animosity, manage to pull through by a silver lining. Today, we're going to discuss the current climate of toxicity, how it has affected us, and what we did or how we're doing. Today, we are joined by Spooky! Welcome!
Hello!
Yay! Introduce yourself for those people who don't know who you are.
Hi, I'm Spooky. Some people call me Spooks.
Yay! And tell us what you do.
I'm a horror narrator on YouTube.
Every time you say that, I want to say, I always hear horror.
I can say like horror.
Horror. I'm a horror narrator.
Horror.
But could you imagine being a horror narrator, though? That would be awesome. That would be awesome.
That would make being a horror really awkward.
Yeah, it's like you walk
There's
up.
someone.
And there's somebody narrating for you. Like, what is your personal definition of toxicity?
Well, I would define a toxic person as someone who really hurts you mentally.
Is it easier for you to be mentally abused than it is physically abused?
Well, when I was thinking about it, I realized that if you're being physically abused, you're also being mentally abused. Or if you're into like BDSM, then like it's different. So I was thinking of like the entire situation.
That is an entirely different subject matter.
Yeah.
Let's delve into that for a little bit. Okay. Yeah. I have to agree with that. Not the BDSM part. On some level.
Yeah.
If you're just so mentally distraught, then your body will start to exhibit those symptoms of like pain in different areas and stuff like that. The same with depression. So for me personally, a toxic person is someone who you don't know is toxic at first. They're kind of like that sheep in that wolf in sheep's clothing type of person. Okay, so as a creator on social media, what types of negativity have you encountered, and have there been any incidences that have stuck with you to this day?
Well, I stay pretty quiet because I'm kind of afraid of like making everyone mad at me. But there was this one hate comment that was like so horribly written that it was just like amazing. Like I just found it funny. But I don't really let negativity get to me. Like, if anyone's rude to me, I just kind of ignore it.
Right. So, tell me about this comment. Like, delve into it.
I don't know if I could find it again, but it was just like...
Paraphrase.
Someone, a bigger narrator, let me do something on their channel. They have like 50,000 subs.
Uh-huh.
And I checked the comments like a month later because I was bored. And this person was like, "You are like the worst ever. I wish I could give you 1 B dislikes. You're that bad." And I was like, "Oh, thanks."
I mean, that's all you really can do. Like, I mean, the comment section is that place where everyone goes to like die.
Like most people that, at least in my comments, are really sweet and really supportive, and I love them all. It's like the singular occasional person that's like, "I hate everything. I want everyone to feel as bad as I feel."
That's the internet, right? Just like when I first started to want to create stuff for YouTube, there was a lot of hate mail sent to me.
Aww.
Just like, "Oh, you F, you know, you go sit on a stick to sucking on, you know, this and that." And I'm like, "Oh, well, I'm still gonna do all those things, but I'm gonna create videos too, you know." So, I mean,
I'm still gonna do that, but not because you told me.
Right. It's like, I don't need permission to do that. I did have someone send me a death threat. But I eventually got over it because, you know, the person never showed up.
No, not to make light of that horrible situation,
Right.
but it kind of reminds me of like those chainmails where it's like this demon lady is going to come and kill you, and then she never comes.
How do you cope with negativity and just like overall toxic people, like on a daily or online? Like, how do you cope with that? Like, I know you said you're very like you don't really care about that stuff, but there's got to be something that gets to you. And how do you deal with that?
I guess whenever I feel super down about, like, especially in my personal life, when I know that people don't like me and they're just pretending to like me and it gets kind of awkward, I have to remind myself that I do have friends that care and there are people that actually like me for who I am.
I think everybody goes through that, where you have those acquaintances and then you have the people who, like, you know, who are really like your ride or die.
Yeah.
Because I have a lot of those in my life too, who are acquaintances, and we talk every so often. And then I have my main squad, I guess you could say. We just like tear shit up. with the way, I don't want to get into politics and stuff, but with the current climate of things, it's just everyone has like free range and like a free pass to just say whatever the fuck they want, kind of. And it's a bit disgusting. So what would you say to someone who's having trouble dealing with these types of negative people or just negativity in general?
Well, if someone's being really negative towards you, I would probably either, I don't know how to word this. You should like go to that person and find out why they're so upset with their life that it makes them want other people to be upset. Because there's probably a deeper reason. And like, I wouldn't recommend that you like be mean back to them because they probably just need help.
But if someone is bullying or being very negative to you and they're a real person that you can physically see and touch, usually beat them up. You know, like confront them, kind of. I don't know, but if you're a small person and this person is bigger than you, I wouldn't do that. I would advise against that.
That's when you bring a weapon.
But then that, I don't want violence. I don't want any violence. I don't know.
Then it becomes battery with a weapon, blah blah blah.
Yeah, and then the police have to get involved.
And then you go to jail.
And then you go to jail and you become somebody's butt buddy, and then you get married and have children, or maybe
my law
children.
Teacher called him Bubba.
Bubba, there you go. you become somebody. You meet Bubba or whatever.
If it's a woman, it's Babette.
Babette. Yeah, there you go. And then maybe, but that could lead to a positive thing. That could lead to like people turning their lives around and getting clean. You know, a lot could happen.
You're right.
Okay, so what's a positive experience you've had that like that maybe changed your life, or that maybe could help someone else learn to like cope with the pressures of social media?
Does trying yoga count? Because that was like the most amazing thing I've ever done. Like, I was just feeling like real down one day and I was like, I'm gonna do yoga because everyone keeps telling me to, and it made me feel a lot better. Like, it was weird.
Really? Are you still doing that now?
Yeah, because I'm trying to become more flexible because I ice skate, but it really does like help you mentally and physically.
Ooh, okay. I always wanted to ask this, and I don't know a lot of people who do yoga, but like, you fart when you're doing.
No.
So is there any advice that you would give to, say, a content creator who maybe can't keep their eyes off of their comment section?
I know a lot of people like to make jokes out of everyone that calls their content bad. Instead of like commenting back like, you hurt my feelings, you like say something really sick and twisted. And then it's more funny for you than for the person that's trying to make you feel sad.
It's really hard to give people advice. Like, you don't know their situation, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just at that point in my life where I'm just done with negative people, so I just don't want to hear anything from them. I don't want to see anything from them. So it's, you know, it's like it's better just to block them Yes, they're human beings and they deserve love, but not from me. Kind of, I don't know.
I know what you're talking about. I get that.
So as a creator, I try to treat all of my viewers and everyone that I interact with respect, decency. Sometimes we will stumble, but we're human. So we got to learn to forgive and get over that. If you are experiencing harmful acts of bullying or any type of negativity and you need help coping with these issues, I want to direct you guys to a great website. It's called betterhelp.com. We're not sponsored by them, so go to the website, and if you are looking for help, they will help you. I want to thank Spooky for being my guest today. Thank you so much.
You can find me on YouTube and on Twitter. Both of my handle Johns are Spooky Stories 4.